Hello folks, welcome back. Today we're going to make stuffed peppers. Of course, according to my grandmother, that was Italian stuffed peppers because we're going to be putting marinara sauce on them. This is a simple dish. Everything here cost me about $19 to put together. So it's a dish that you can, feed the family with. It's not crazy. We made these dishes because they were cheap. Most of us in our neighborhood grew the peppers in our backyard, so we would use the peppers that were in the backyard. A little bit of ground beef. Everyone had cheese, and rice was very cheap. So that's kind of why probably my grandmother did do that, but she did enjoy this meal also. Now, I'm going to show you what I did with the peppers. I cut the tops off, and I cut a little bit off the bottom, just to keep them even, flat on when we put them inside the casserole to cook, because you don't want them to wobble all over the place. You want them to stay steady, but you don't want to cut the whole thing off. So just cut a little bit so it's steady, just a little trim off the bottom. And off the tops, these were all the pepper parts that were off the top. Now, I'm gonna save these, and we're gonna make peppers and eggs with these. Another staple dish for us. Every time we go to the beach, we eat peppers and eggs. That was something we did, but it was even a dish to eat at nighttime, and it's a delicious dish. It sounds very simple, but it's very good, very good. You get another meal really out of this. So out of that $19, you're gonna get 2 meals, that and then a dozen eggs, and you're gonna, have a whole nother meal. So let's get started. I have about 2 pounds of ground beef here. This is about 10 ounces of cooked rice. I have a Cup of Pecorino Romano. I have some marinara sauce for the top, and of course the peppers. So let's get started with our mixing. I'm gonna first salt and pepper our meat. Then I'm going to add the rice. Now the rice, see, in some recipes call for breadcrumbs for different things. Even stuffed peppers, I've seen them where they put breadcrumbs. This is the breadcrumb. This is the moisture in the meat, just like the breadcrumb would act in your other dishes that you make. You don't need any breadcrumb in this. That's your breadcrumb. Now I'm gonna add the cheese. And you don't have to use all of this cheese. I like it, I use a lot of it. And there's 2 eggs. So we're just gonna mix all this together. You just get it like every other time. You mix it, get everything from the bottom. Make sure you get everything. And you can use any kind of rice you like. You don't have to use any specific. That's a long grain, plain white rice. But if you want to use something different, use it. I mean, I'm a big fan of jasmine rice. I love that rice. And you could do that also with it. I've done it before with my peppers. You can do what you like. And sometimes do what you have in the house. If it's what you have in the house, use it. Use it up. And a little shout out to the Golden Scissors Barbershop, who keeps my hair beautiful. They just moved into a new location on Whitehorse Avenue in Hamilton. So check them out if you're in the area. All right, this is nice and mixed. So now what we're gonna do is simple. We're gonna stuff the peppers. We're just gonna make it like a football, so it fits in there nice. And you don't have to make it real super tight either. You want it to be in there firm, but you don't want it to be where it's not gonna have room to breathe and cook. Now, I might even have some little extra meat in here, which I've had before. And if you do, you could even save it. If your meat wasn't frozen, you can freeze this, and make it another time where you just gotta make a meal for 2 and you'll wanna have 2 peppers in there, There you go. Just like this. Roll it, move it in your hands a little bit, get it right in there, and that's it. Cover it all. I just have a little bit left in there, and I'm gonna place the peppers in here. It's a simple dish too. It's a quick dish. It's gonna take probably about 45 minutes, I guess, to an hour to cook. That's the only part you're gonna have where it's gonna take a little bit of time. Now this is how we made it Italian. Now this is our marinara sauce that we made in the big pot and froze. I thawed this out last night in the refrigerator. So again, now you have the marinara sauce to make another meal. You make a big pot, you make 3 or 4 or 5 extra quarts, and you're in good shape. You could do a lot. Grab one out. Instead of buying a jar sauce, you're in good shape. You got homemade marinara sauce. And this is just gonna go on each one of these peppers. Just like this. And that is it. Now I'm going to cover these. I'm gonna put them in a 350 oven. Like I said, about an hour. I'll let you know exact time it took to do these 6 peppers. And we'll get back to you and let you know how it came out. Okay, we're back. This is our finished product. See these beautiful peppers? Now I had them on for about an hour, covered, and then I took the cover off and let it another 20 minutes. So that's what these took. And I guess it depends on how much meat you have in there, how big the pepper is. You'll have to judge that. We're gonna get one of these peppers, cut it in half so you can see. Okay, there you go. Put this like that. Some of this good juice on here. So be generous when you put the marinara sauce on top. Be generous with it. Put a lot, because this is all the juice you'll have out at the end that you're gonna want. Very good. Okay, till the next video, good food, good memories. See you soon.